Welcome back to the Tax Studio Sessions. In today's episode, we're tackling one of the biggest misconceptions about wealth, that it's only achievable if you're rich. Spoiler alert, it's not true at all. Wealth building is about habits, not how much you earn. So let's dive into actionable strategies to grow your financial health, even if you're on a tight budget. We often think that wealth means having lots of money, but real wealth is broader. It's about security, freedom, and the ability to live life on your own terms. Wealth is freedom. So it's important to ask yourself, what does financial freedom look like for me? Is it owning a home? Is it traveling more? Maybe it's not worrying about bills, or perhaps even just a goal to have a healthy, savings account and have a nice little emergency pot. One of my clients started with a budget of just £50 a week for extras, and by sticking to a system, she's now halfway to her goal of owning a home. It's important to remember that time is wealth. Invest in skills that can save you money long term, like cooking if you're one for ordering out a lot, or DIY repairs if you're looking to improve your home in any way, shape or form. I think we live in such a wonderful age of technology and of easy access where if you're looking to do absolutely anything, you can always find beginner videos on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever platform it is that suits you best. There's always videos to help you out on so many different things that can ultimately help you to save money. I know that it's a little bit more effort, but when you think of that in the broader scheme of things and how it will really help you to achieving that financial freedom, it is so worth it. These small efforts over time build up financial resilience, which is such an important key to building wealth. So, how can you build wealth even if your income is feeling a little bit stretched? The first thing that I would say is to set clear goals. Visualize your end game, whether you want to save £5,000 for emergencies or whether you're looking to save £20,000 to buy your first home. Break your overall end game budget or your overall end game amount into small monthly goals. And I think the best way that you can potentially do that is to look at your income. Look at your income, look at how much your expenses are, and sort of try to see how much you can save to go towards it. If, for example, you need to save £10,000 to get a deposit for your first home, and ideally, it would be great if you could save £200 a month, but perhaps your income doesn't allow for that. I think it's important to be flexible while also having your goals in mind, and then that will allow you to do what you can to work to that end goal a lot quicker. Use SMART goals. So everybody knows the acronym SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time specific. This is such an important strategy to use. I know that we've all been using it since primary school, but it really does work, and it will just help to put your goal into perspective to allow you to achieve it as best as you can. The next tip that I would have would be to automate your savings, like a direct debit, the same way your electricity or your rent or even your subscriptions come out of your bank account like a direct debit. The best way that you can really facilitate a healthy saving lifestyle is to automate your savings. Set up a direct debit if possible. I believe you could also set up a standing order if a direct debit is not available. Even if it's just £10 a month or £10 a week, automated savings will make saving consistent and effortless. Even if you just automate £25 a month into a high interest savings account, over 3 years, you would have saved £1,000 without even noticing. The next tip that I would have would be to leverage free resources. You honestly don't need any fancy tools or fancy tricks to begin saving. There are so many free budgeting apps. If you have an iPhone, there's a spreadsheet app that can really allow you to track your budget. You could perhaps download apps like Yo, they will be really useful as well, and they will just help you to track your spending. A lot of libraries often offer free access to books and online courses as well. And like I previously mentioned, we live in a day of such great digital access that you can even just listen to a little video, a little podcast, or read a little newsletter about finances to really help you leverage all the free resources that we have available. These are such great resources to work towards self-improvement financially without breaking the bank. The next tip that I would have would be to invest wisely with little money. Platforms like Moneybox let you start investing with spare change, so £1, £2, £5, whatever it may be. Over time, even small investments grow through compounding. Say you're a side hustler, you can turn £100 into £2,000 in 5 years just by investing in ETFs. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Another tip that I really do think will be very useful is to cut hidden expenses. Have a look through your subscriptions. I think a lot of us have a lot of subscriptions that honestly offer the same thing. You might have 4 or 5 different streaming platforms that you're subscribed to, when realistically you probably only watch about 1 or 2 consistently. You don't need to be spending that extra £10 a month. And if you have a little look at your subscriptions, you can renegotiate your bills and work towards saving £10 to £20 a month just by reducing these bills. The last tip that I would have would be to prioritize debt repayment. High interest debt honestly eats away at your wealth. Focus on clearing it before taking on any more financial commitments. Try using the snowball method. Build momentum by paying off your smallest debts first, and then you'll work your way to the bigger ones. I know that having debt in any form can be really overwhelming, and it can honestly make you feel like you're never going to get to where you want to be financially. But just by doing things slowly, bit by bit, one at a time, you'll see that you can really work towards clearing your debt, building a good credit score, and eventually attaining the wealth that you are so capable of achieving. Now, another aspect of building wealth is to have long-term wealth habits. These will help you to sustain your wealth over time. You can do this by budgeting for fun. Wealth isn't about deprivation. Allocate a fun fund, whether you're going to take yourself out for a coffee once a week, or whether you're just going to budget for 2 to 3 meals with your friends during the month. Whatever it might be, don't restrict yourself too much. I think a lot of the times that's what causes us to overspend, because we restrict ourselves for 2 to 3 weeks and then feel the need to spend excessively for 1 week. Whereas if you at least allocate a little bit of money to a fun fund, then you'll be able to spend money guilt-free and avoid a burnout. Surround yourself with like-minded people. There's that saying which says the 5 closest people around you will show you who you really are. They will show you the characters of an individual. This works financially as well. If you join financial communities or ensure that you're surrounded by people who are looking to attain wealth, who are looking to build wealth, who are disciplined, who work hard towards their goals and towards what it is that they want, this will continue to inspire you and really help you to stay the course throughout this building wealth journey. It's also so important to celebrate milestones. While, like we mentioned at the beginning, it is very important to have an end game, something that you can say, this is the long-term goal that I'm working towards. But celebrate the small milestones, whether you're saving £100 or £1,000 or £10,000 or even £100,000. Celebrate the small little milestones as you go along. This will allow you to keep encouraged. This will allow you to see that the strategies that you're using are really working, and it will give you a little bit more encouragement and a little bit more confidence in your financial wealth journey. While building wealth on a budget does take time, it is absolutely possible. Focus on small, consistent steps and you'll be amazed at the progress that you make. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, and tune in next week for more actionable tips. Take care. Bye.